which extended, as I said, 2,000 feet in that direction.
Yeah.
If you look over that way, you'll see a red brick building. That was the ice house.
Oh, okay.
We don't think about it, pictures, but if you want to preserve your vegetables, you got to have an ice house in that day and age. I mentioned that because there's no way you can get fresh vegetables up here on a riverboat.
Yeah.
So you have to have your own garden, which they had just the other side of those trees.
Yeah.
And they were able to produce some pretty good vegetables.
Yeah,
You're not looking.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
good size here. Show it.
Yeah.
Show them back here. Here's the vegetables that they grew here. We have to grow them, huh?
That's
Right, you gotta
the
get
ice
them here
house.
somewhere.
That brick over
And,
there.
you know, the train didn't show up here until 1887. And when that showed up, it changed everything.
But the vegetables, they grew right here.
Wow.
In after 1887, of course, they had frozen cars,
Yeah.
what they call, and they could ship stuff in. Well, the ice house is down there just past the red barns. You can see the brick structure. The ag station used that as a cow barn. For what it's worth. But
They preserve
of course,
their
once you
beef,
got
their-
the ice and you got the veggies, you have to be able to preserve them.
Oh, and is that over there too? Preserve their meat in
There's
there as
3
well?
of them just over the hill here,
Awesome.
and those, of course, are root cellars.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best of the 3 we have remaining, and we don't tour that because the snakies like to live in there.
Oh, yeah.
And we try to avoid them. It's their business, not mine.
It's their business now.
Well,
Well,
it was.
Did you get that?
Right in the middle
That was the
of
snake's
the
business.
playground, you had 3.
Staying in the roots.
These are for the commander and field grade officers. And here's a picture of the commander's home.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
You can see it was a rather elaborate home, but that was not a duplex. That was for one individual. And that was a carriage house directly behind. We had 2 of them, but the other one, that storm in 2015, burned down. We don't have it anymore. But
Okay.
these were the homes that stood on either
Yeah,
side
yeah, nice.
of the commanders. You can still see people on the podium. There are families living here, so there were lots of kids that lived here as well.
Well, they had a lot of properties to
And if
play
you
on.
got kids, you need education.
No, school.
School, church, serve both purposes.
Yeah.
The kiddies got educated in the morning, and then troops, some of which were ordered, got educated in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And of course, on weekends, it was a church. I harvested the bell from that, from a homesteader to the south of us here, and that's on display at the H.R. Clark Museum in Denver.
All right.
I'd love to get it back, but they seem to think it's county property.
So they were educating the black soldiers.
In some cases, yes.
That would have been after the Civil War.
Oh, yeah.
So there was a little bit more Civil War. But before that, they didn't want to educate the
Right. But
We were.
the military was just beginning to realize an educated troop is more valuable than an illiterate troop. So education became part of it. But of course, think of the reason that my troops joined the military to begin with. This was an opportunity for a career. You got to go places, do things, see things, learn new things that you wouldn't be able to do if you were stuck.
For sure. All right.
So they were far more loyal in a lot of respects than the white troops that were joining the Army. This was a hospital. It was in the center of the parade ground. Had 2 wings,
Oh, yeah.
and it treated civilians, military. It didn't matter if you were
Everybody.
sick. Primary
Hospital.
reason for admittance to the hospital frostbite.
Oh, yeah.
Primary reason for medical discharge, STDs.
Oh, yeah.
We cannot forget that when the fort was built, it took no time for the gin merchants and the houses of ill repute to show up and start doing a thriving business. And along with them
All right.
came the obvious consequences.
Read about Alexander